Good morning, y'all, y buenos dias. So for today's video, I have a things to do before baby arrives video. And this video has actually been highly requested. I'm really excited to share a couple of my ideas with you. So if you guys are interested, then keep on watching. So before I get started, this video obviously is not a complete list because no one has a complete list of what you should do. But I wanted to encompass things that may or may not pertain to you. Like some of these don't pertain to me, but I still wanted to include them because we are such a wide variety of parents. And so I just wanted to put all kinds of stuff in this list. So let's get started. The first one, and I think it's super important, is to declutter. Try to get rid of all of the stuff that you don't find essential in your life, that you don't find brings you or your home any value. And so just get rid of it, donate it, sell it, whatever it is you want to do, so you can have the minimal amount of stuff so you don't have so much other junk to be worried about. And cleaning, to me, that's like the most critical thing. Like, our house looks pretty empty to a normal standard person just because we don't have a lot of like the bits and bobs that go along with having a house. I feel English for saying that. Maybe I've been watching too many English vlogs. But anyways, I think that by decluttering first before the baby gets here, that's just one huge thing you don't have to worry about once the baby does get here. The next step, and it kind of goes with that one, is deep clean. So deep clean your house and your car. If you have a vehicle and will be traveling with the baby in the vehicle, to try to deep clean it, try to detail it if at all possible. Right now, that's what we're in the process of doing. Currently, while I'm filming this, I am 35 weeks pregnant. And so time is ticking. I want to get most of these things done before week 35 because I think I might be a little before my due date, but who knows. Anyways, I have an appointment set up to detail the vehicles, and I'm going to super deep clean the kitchen and the living room just to have everything spotless. The next one is to stock up. So stock up on cleaning supplies, on pantry goods, on anything that you need, that you know you need, just stock up on it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a huge bulk haul with oats and, you know, just everything. Oats, frijoles, rice, everything that we eat like on a daily basis that we know we're gonna go through. And another thing is like cleaning stuff. So like another big box of baking soda and vinegar, and just to have all of that stuff ready. And if you can, automate those things. Like we have toilet paper that comes online, like that comes through the mail. We do, oh my God, what's the name of our toilet paper? Who gives a crap? That one. And then we also do drops for our detergent and for our dishwasher. And so those are things that we don't have to worry about because it's automatic. Just by having things done so that you don't have to worry about them is the epitome of everything that's in this video. Just try to get everything done, because once the baby comes, that's a whole new life that you have to take care of that will be getting the priority of your attention. And so by making everything else done and stuff that you don't have to worry about, just brings a whole new level of ease. The next one is have like set times. So if you have a partner, go on dates or just like sit down to watch a movie together, like intentional time setting. If you have another child, intentionally set time to be one-on-one with that child. Also with you, set solo time, go on walks. And that's something that I recently started. Me and Luna take walks together every day, but now that we're getting closer to that time, I want to take solo walks, just me by myself, because it's going to be a really long time before it's just me by myself again. And so just taking moments to really be mindful. I think that's a whole nother one, but just really be mindful and present of what it's like that you're living right now, because everything is going to change. Sleep. Sleep, and sleep some more. If you are expecting your first child, you have no idea how much you need to sleep, okay? I had no idea. I was like, oh, you know what? No. Sleep right now. Turn off this video and go to sleep. So even if you have another child or multiple children or whatever the case may be, try your hardest to get some extra sleep that you won't get. You're not gonna get it's not gonna be there. So you need to get it now. So what I do, I'm very fortunate that I have Zach. And so on the weekends, I sleep in, which to most people is still waking up early. I'm talking about you, Nat. And so I get to sleep in till like 8:30, which is like really rare with Luna. And so it's so awesome to get those extra couple of hours in, and it's just so refreshing. So get that before the new baby comes. So if you're a spa goer or whatever it is that you like to just indulge yourself in, do all that self-care stuff now as well, because you don't know if you'll be able to have the time. So go get a haircut or your nails done or a pedicure or a facial or a massage or whatever it is that you really like to do, and do those things. Try to save up a little bit just to be able to get your nails done or be able to get whatever it is that you really, really like to do to relax. Keyword, relax. Create a budget. And this is really, really important, especially for those who are on or are going to be on a one person income, or if you're going to be dependent on someone else for that money. So set a budget, figure out how much you're spending on food, gas, insurance, everything. Every single thing that goes in and out as far as money needs to be accounted for. So setting a budget before the baby comes can be critical for staying financially sound. So start nesting. This is the perfect time to start just feeling like a mama bird and start getting all your stuff together. And I know that feeling is actually super, super natural. And so don't feel ashamed if you're just trying to be a little bit ridiculous and get everything ready. So have the baby clothes ready, have, you know, if you're doing cloth diapers, have those washed and prepped, and just have all of the things like where they need to go, because you feel so good once that happens. So if this applies, speak with work about your work arrangements. If you're doing maternity leave, if you're a father, if you're doing paternity leave, figure out how long you're gonna get, figure out, you know, what the payment of that is gonna be, if at all possible. So figure all of those things out before the baby comes. Prep meals. So I was very, very fortunate to have my mom come and was able to feed me. And I know that that is not the case for most people. So by prepping meals, having things in the freezer ready to roll for you or for your partner to heat up is essential. You have to eat super well right after that baby comes. Your body is going through all of these drastic and dramatic changes that need to be renourished, essentially. And so by doing that, by having those meals prepped, you're able to check off one entire thing off of that. The next one is find your pediatrician. A lot of people forget about that, and it's super important. With Luna, we were so lucky to find just an awesome pediatrician. She was actually recommended to us by my midwife. And so find whoever aligns with your values. And like with us, we were super lucky that we found someone that was very, very aware that the fact that we were vegan and the fact that I was going to exclusively breastfeed and all of these things that some doctors might even be aggressive towards you about. And so you want to find someone who obviously is trying to give you the best information, but also doesn't want to like antagonize you for the choices that you're making, whether that is breastfeeding or whatever that may be. So another really important one is discuss with family and friends how you want to handle immediately after the birth. So there's some people who are super cool with family members visiting just like as soon as the baby goes, or even figuring out who's gonna be there at the birth. Is it gonna be your partner? Is it gonna be your mom? Is it gonna be your partner's mom? Like whatever it is, you need to figure that out beforehand, because the last thing you want is a bunch of people in the room that you don't want in the room. Like for me, a lot of first-time moms fall short of figuring that out, and I was lucky that I knew who I wanted in the room. And it's kind of ridiculous because there was a lot of people in the room, but I was like, I need every one of them. So it was Zach and my mom and my best friend Lindsay and my brother and my sisters. It was a lot of us, plus the midwives, but I felt like I needed them there. And it was so awesome because my midwife and the birthing center was so cool about having those people there. And yeah, so figure out who you want at the birth, who you want to be able to visit you after the birth. For me and Luna, we got to go home the same day. And so my cousins got to show up that day, and then like Zach's parents showed up and stuff like that. And so we kind of knew the order and the people that we wanted there. So figure that out and discuss that with your family, because sometimes that might be a little hard conversation, but you get to decide as the person who is giving birth. Start prenatal classes if you can. I know that many people don't have access to prenatal classes, but they also do have some on YouTube. I haven't seen any personally that I have done, just because I was through the birthing center, so they offered a class through there. But if you Google it, I'm sure there's tons of free classes that you could at least just listen into, especially if you want to have a natural birth. I think just obviously as women, we are physically capable of giving birth, but I think just little things that we might have not known, or that information has not been passed down through generations as it usually was. And so by having these notes and having this information is so critical, and just knowing that you can, you know, knowing the biology of how that baby is coming down, like that stuff is so important. So take a class if at all possible. Start a meditation practice, and this, the sooner the better. So I started a meditation practice before Luna was born, and I've kind of kept it up a little bit, sort of going on and off. Obviously with a kid it's really hard, but just to try to do it, even if it's only like a minute a day. Like, I know with a 2-year-old, it is not the easiest thing to even get a minute to yourself. But me, like, if I see her and she's playing with something, I'll literally just go stand by the window in our, it sounds really sad, but I'll go stand in the window by our room and I'll just look outside and just breathe for 1 whole minute. And it might not seem like much, but just bringing that mindfulness can really help you out with the labor. Take pictures, take tons of pictures. This goes for any moment in life for anyone ever. Like, I love taking pictures, if you guys haven't noticed already, if you don't follow me on Instagram. But I love taking pictures because it's just pictures and you get to remember them, and I love printing pictures out too. So we have pictures everywhere, and I have little books that are printed out about everything. And so have tons of pictures of when you're pregnant, and pictures of you holding your belly, and like, not only are they like the sweetest pictures ever, but they're so cool to be able to see, you know, once your kid is 18 years old, and to be able to see that picture whenever they were still in your belly. Like, I love pictures. Seeing pictures of my mom whenever she was pregnant, I just think it's so cool to be able to see that. Pack your bag. So have your hospital bag ready, or your birthing center bag ready, or if you're giving birth at home, have a little area ready to what you're gonna need, so that you're not scrambling at the last minute. And I will be making a what's in my hospital bag video, even though I'm going to a birthing center video soon, to share that with you guys as well. And my last one is set arrangements for older kids. So if you have any other kids, you need to figure out who's gonna watch them, if they're coming with you, or whatever your deal is, try to figure that out and have that set and plan beforehand. So that is it for today's video. I hope you guys found at least some of this stuff useful. I know that for me, I have a lot of stuff on the list that I need to check off. And so hopefully I get through it all, because to me, getting all this stuff done beforehand is just so critical to having a smooth transition into those newborn days that are so precious, and you don't want to be focusing on stuff that you don't need to be doing, if at all possible. So as always, if you guys have any comments or questions, please leave them down below. Tlazocamahti for watching, and I'll talk to y'all later.